The realism mod for modders or for homebrewers or for variety persons. My main point with my realism mod is to make the galaxy and the playing almost like the real thing. If you would have different races, how would they react in a galaxy? How would they do stuff? How would they interact? And how would they achieve their goals? The basic is that I took away the strategy cards because there's no realism in that if one race does a warfare, the other one has to do warfare, or if someone trades, the other one has to trade as well, or lose something in the process. The game mechanic is that every race can on their own turn do everything that the strategy cards allow people to do in the vanilla. So you have your own turn, you do everything that you can manage to do with your resources and influences, and then it's the next turn. So it's in that sense it's faster, but in a sense not as much interaction. But then again, I have added a bunch of alliance cards and other interactive mechanics. So of course you wonder how is the Senate meeting then going, because I didn't change it at all almost. Of course I changed many of the directives, but I didn't change the Senate. After Megalo Rexis has opened and the first one is convened, and every race can on their turn pay the influence cost and convene the Senate, and they get the speaker token, and if no one else convenes the Senate in that turn, so when everyone takes one turn and no one else convenes the Senate, then the one that has the speaker token gets to convene the Senate for free the next time. Usually, well, depends on the place. So that's of course, and the second major change is that I took away the action tokens. Every ability that you have is based on influence. There is this. You see it? No, you don't. You have a tracker of resources and influences, and every planet gives you of course resources and influences. You don't have to exhaust them because they give them both. The resources of course is how much production the planet does, and the influence is how much they can think, and they're not exclusive. In my realism mod you get the both for planets, and I haven't changed the resource values of almost anything, except I of course did need to get a resource values for the space dock and the PDS. They cost three resources to build, but everything else is the same for the ships and units. But the influence cost has changed much because I tried to make it realistic. The tech is the same, almost the same, but you see the list here on the table. This is a video, not so it's changed, and that is actually the basics. You can read it yourself. The bigger change is that ship movement just costs one influence. Other than there's a law thing that the laws are, you can make laws for your own race. So that's the basics. And the big change to the tech tree. I've changed 18 of the techs. Well, because many of them were one-time use things, and I saw no reason for having the tech that you can use just once per turn. That's not like That's what an agent is called. So most of them are now, there are only 3 that are one-time use stuff left, because I haven't managed to make them into something else. And yes, so all of the changes to the races are on those bases. So because almost every race has something to do with action tokens or something. So I had to make major changes to all of the races, and of course the realism goes to the races as well. Like the Woolred Cabal, they are monsters from another dimension. They have their own style of playing, that they open rifts, but there's no, there has to be a logic to it. So the logic is that they have to throw in people from this dimension to get people from their dimension into this dimension, so that the balance is kept. So they actually eat influences from planets and get their ships instead, or their units, and other stuff like that. There are the races have been the major changes to the game, and most of the races are not compatible anymore with the vanilla game. Other than that, that's about it. You can study it. It's not a small mod. Yeah, and of course I'm playing in two layers of Galaxy with a linking of 5 wormhole pairs extra, so that I have more space. I have not made more planets, but I've made 50 more space tiles. So because space should be abundant, and thinking about doing more. And of course I have a bunch of relics, a bunch of action cards, really much action cards more, and of course the laws and directive changes that have been, and exploration cards as well. Those, but yeah, many of them I've of course taken from other players' experiences and changes. That's it. You need to watch the basic rules if you want to see the rest of the game things. Other than that, please leave a comment or something, however this thing works in this channel that this is on at the moment. And if you're interested, of course, come and play in Helsinki or in Vantaa in Finland. That would be, and of course, if you really like the ideas, well, you can copy and paste them. That would be a nice thing. It has taken a long time to do it, and of course I'm going to put all the, I'm making more of our videos about stuff, so I'm gonna do my action cards and my relics and stuff in some format. It would be nice to know if you have a good idea of what the best format would be. So that's what I'm hoping for with this, because I don't think many of you are coming to Helsinki. Okay, hearing from you again sometime. Bye bye.